Alright, real quick, I'm starting this over because it looks like we're having some issues streaming at 60 frames a second this time. So I switched it down to 30 frames a second. Maybe YouTube is blowing up. Maybe going back to Twitch for live streams is a better idea. I don't know. We're kind of testing multiple things out. But long story short, just got my Sega CD back from repair, and I'm looking to try it out and just put a bunch of games through some testing, see how some things go. I got an event popping up soon where I need to make sure the Sega CD unit works. So I sent it out. Had an issue with the lens. It needed to be raised. The unit also needed to be cleaned. Long story short, got it back today, and we're looking to give this thing a good test. So as you can see on screen, and as you can see right here, I am starting with Mortal Kombat, and we'll jump into some other games as we're going through here, but let's get to it. What is wrong with Johnny Cage's teeth there?
Okay.
Liu Kang looks like he got a bad tan. And we're starting against Sonya. First round goes to me. So man, Mortal Kombat. The first time I played Mortal Kombat was in the arcade. I played it briefly and got my ass kicked pretty quickly by the computer. It was definitely a game that if the only thing you were used to was playing Street Fighter and you expected that, you were going to have a very different experience with the game, and I learned that very quickly. So Mortal Kombat in the arcade was much harder than Street Fighter to me. And I remember Nintendo Power showing the original Mortal Kombat, that it was coming to Super NES, and then obviously the big controversy about this was the Super Nintendo didn't have all the blood and guts that the Genesis version had if you unlocked with a code. Now, I see blood here, so in the Sega CD version, I don't think you need to unlock the blood, but I'm not sure. And Joystick vs. Machine says, I can't believe I paid $60 for that game. I was never a big enough fan to put any money really into the Mortal Kombat franchise other than renting it. And yeah, I feel for you if you paid 60 bucks back then, especially because this looks like it came out way later than the other console ports. I think most of the console ports were out in like October of 1992, and this has a date of 1994 on it, which is kind of interesting. So you'd think all the extra time they had, they would really have a polished version of the game here. And this doesn't feel really different from any of the other versions, and it still seems like it's missing a lot of voices from the arcade version. Oh wow. I do remember the first time I particularly saw the CD version of Mortal Kombat. Was that Funkoland? Yeah, it was at Funkoland, and I played it really briefly, lost of course, and I remember seeing the horrible pixelated video intro that it came playing a remix of the Mortal Kombat theme song. When it comes to Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, I am definitely a Street Fighter guy. I will say though that not Mortal Kombat X, I believe it is, but the one that came out before that, the reboot essentially, I really enjoy that. I enjoyed the story mode, I enjoyed the play mechanics, I even went out and got the actual custom joystick you could get for it and had a a blast with it. Definitely more so than I can say for Street Fighter V. That was a big disappointment. Even with its story mode, it just really didn't come close to Mortal Kombat at all. Oh, wow. Thought I had him on that one. Looks like I'm continuing for the first time.
Scorpion wins.
So yeah, that reboot of Mortal Kombat, definitely my favorite. If I have to go back and choose like an original Mortal Kombat, I would probably have to go with Mortal Kombat 2. Hopefully you guys just didn't lose the stream here. Looks like my internet may be bugging out today, guys, so if you keep getting disconnected, I apologize. That may explain why I was having issues before.
Okay.
For the folks that are watching, let me know if this stream is super choppy. I may have to reboot for whatever reason. Alright, at least I get to put one finishing move in. Good old pit fatality.
Liu Kang wins. Flawless victory.
Oh wow, flawless.
Test your might.
That was easy. Perfection is the key. Where's my sound effects for that? Wow. Ah, take that. First round goes to me. Well, on the bright side, at least the Sega CD unit's working good. On this game, at least. I don't remember. I think it was... I think you rotated the pad like 360 and he did his finishing move. It's been so long since I've played this. That was another thing that really irked me about Mortal Kombat was its moveset too. I never really enjoyed it. It didn't seem as fluid as Street Fighter. I think I enjoyed the Mortal Kombat soundtrack probably more so than the game. And I also probably enjoyed the movie more so than the game. How's it going, Pro Gear Spec? Yeah, not too much of an improvement from what I see. From what I can tell, based on previous ports I've played in the arcade version more recently, this is missing a ton of sound effects. Oh, did I do it? Hey, look, I did a fatality. Amazing. I remembered. That was pretty low-key, though, unfortunately. Not as gruesome as I thought it'd be.
Fatality.
Yay. For whatever reason, when it came to Mortal Kombat, anytime it hit the CD format, it was like doomed. I'll never forget reading in Game Informer all the reviewers complaining about, I think it was the PlayStation version of Mortal Kombat 3, that every time the sorcerer Shang Tsung, or however you say his name, the game would like pause for 5 seconds anytime he would need to change characters from his shapeshifting. Shang Tsung? I think that's how you pronounce it. Johnny Cage just kicked my ass. Can throw fireballs, dude. Oh, I can do fancy kicks as well. Mine has some physics issues, though. I guess they all have physics issues. Oh, no. Oh, take that. Yeah, I agree, Joystick. When there are voices, they are much, much clearer compared to what I remember on the Genesis version. No! Get an uppercut! Crap. Uh-oh. I can't believe it has to load to do the fatality. That's bad.
Johnny Cage wins.
You guys can hear me okay, right? I'm not coming in too loud or too soft. I'm still playing around with all the different microphones I have. Do I want to change? We'll go with Sub-Zero. Why the hell not? Let's see if I can remember all his moves. So cheap. So awesome. Oh crap. I don't quite remember his slide attack. Alright, cool. Thanks, guys.
Sub-Zero wins. Test your might.
Alright, test my might a little bit here. This is way easier, I think, in this version, too. Let's see. It says slide is back, high kick, block, if I recall. I'll have to give that a try. Yeah, the 360 controller, the regular 360 controller, not really good for fighting games in general. Definitely glad I picked up an arcade stick for that. Oh crap, I just forgot. Double ice backfire. That always used to suck. Back, high kick, low kick. Alright. Give that a try. Uh-oh. Oh, you should have got him. Just chilling. That's alright. No big deal. It's my incompetence that I can't do the slide motion. Mortal Kombat, again, Mortal Kombat moves always mess me up. Oh god. Whee! Oh, no fatality. Boo.
Sub-Zero wins.
What do you say? One more credit, and then we'll switch to a different Sega CD game. I don't remember any of Johnny Cage's moves. We can try Raiden. Oh god, Primal Rage, those are some horrific move sets. They had a Sega CD version of Primal Rage, didn't they? Or am I thinking 32X? All this character reminds me of is Christopher Lambert in Highlander. One of the developers' heads is right there.
Raiden wins.
I still think my favorite controller for fighting games in general, other than an actual arcade stick, is probably the Super NES pad, even though I do love the 6-button configuration on a Genesis more and more. The SNES pad is what I grew up with fighters though, so that's probably why. Hey, I didn't do that fancy teleport move, so you can just throw me like that. Come on, finish me. Aw, lame. Alright, so we know Mortal Kombat works on this thing.
Wins.
Yeah, it's decent. Again, not a huge fan of Mortal Kombat. Obviously, the version to play, I guess, is probably any type of way you can get to the arcade version, but not too shabby. Let's play something else, shall we? Let's see what else we got over here. If my mic goes for a second, don't mind me. I'll get it plugged back in a second. It's not a wireless mic. What are we playing next here?